Hi, everybody. Let's see if anybody's going to jump on. All right, listen, you guys know I don't usually wait. So, as you see, I'm here at the radio station. On my break, I came in because I had to do a recording for somebody. So while they're recording, nobody was in the studio. I decided to come on air. I haven't been on air for a little bit. Missed last week. Some events and things has come up, and some things I need to take care of, so I haven't been here on air. I've been here at the station, as you see. I came to do recordings and everything else, but I'm doing a special edition of the Levitical Hour right now, and so excited to be able to serve even for just a few minutes. Well, family, I just want to jump on and tell you guys, I thank you all for your kind support during the loss of my uncle. You know, we are stepping through it. Continue to pray for his children and our family as we navigate this time and continue with the grieving process. But I wanted to jump on, since I was here, to let you know, keep going. You know I'm going to say it. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. I think in this time, we are focusing. There's so much noise happening. And listen, we're not going to agree with everybody. I don't agree with everybody 100%. And we're not always going to agree with each other 100%. But the one thing I do know is that seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And in the midst of all the things that are going on in the world, when we seek God, God will give us direction as to what to do in our life next. And see, some things are pertaining to you personally. And if you don't spend the time to hear what he's saying about you personally, and you are focusing on all the noise that's happening in the earth right now, we are not going to agree with everybody. We're not going to agree with each other all the time. But we can agree to continue to move forward. Hold on, I got to switch the song. All right, family. Thank you for tuning in to Levitical Hour. Your host, Michelle Hall, special edition of the Levitical Hour. Jumped in a little midday praise, a little midday moment. We are going to go on this wonderful praise and worship experience. Thank you for taking the time to go on the journey with me. Up next, we got Living Word. You are the Living Word, Fred Hammond. Here we go. Continued blessings. Keep it locked right here, and don't you touch that dial. The Levitical Hour with your host, Michelle Hall. All right, family. See, you done joined me. I told you I'm here doing the show. I'm literally doing the show right now, doing a special edition. But listen, what I was saying to you guys is you need to literally look at all what God is saying to you, right? So I prayed. God gave me 3 months of instruction. When I got that instruction, I didn't know all the other things were going to happen. I didn't know that my uncle was going to go on to be with the Lord during the 3 months when it started. I still was believing God. I didn't know that all the other chaos and other things were going to be happening. I didn't know all those things. But can I tell you something? It's only been a month, but by focusing on what God has told me, it's kind of helped me to be grounded. I'm not saying I haven't cried. I'm not saying I don't feel the pain. I'm not saying that the chaos, and I'm not disheartened about what's happening right now in our world. There's just so much dissension and so much anger. But God told me not to focus on that. He told me to focus on those 3 things. And by doing so, it's kept me grounded. So what I'm telling you is you need to hear God and then be able to focus on what he's given you to focus on. And it's okay to get it in increments. I literally asked God. He told me the next 3 months, this is what I need you to do. Chaos happened, yes. But because I focused on what he told me to do, guess what? Not only kept me grounded, that was one, but it also began the situations that I was concerned about in my personal life. God began to order them. And so I started to see my income, my job income didn't change, but I started to see, because he told me what to focus on, I started to see changes. So that when loss did come, when my uncle went home to be with the Lord, of course, I felt it. I still feel it. We're going to be celebrating his life this weekend. But because of that, I was able to stay grounded and do what he told me to do. So I'm going to tell you, hear what God's saying to you in this season. Obey what he's given to you. We can't always, and yes, things are going on. If certain things you want to take action and stuff, okay. But make sure you're focusing on Christ. Make sure you're hearing him. He takes the foolish things to confound the wise. And everything we're not always going to understand. But the one thing that we know, he knows all things. And he orders our steps. And he directs our path. And if we seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, then all these things will be added unto us. Right? He will order our steps. And then guess what? There may be I need you to do this. Obey him. It may not make sense to you, but obey him and trust him in the process, because things what he said didn't change it because it doesn't look like what he said is going to come to pass. He's still God, and he's still able, and he's still shifting you, and he's still doing it. He said we are the salt of the earth, but if the salt should lose its savor, we are the salt of the earth. And so what happens is when trials come, things we don't understand, things that we think weren't supposed to happen, things that we think that were supposed to happen, all of those things, God takes the foolish things to confound the wise. So that means we need to kind of think. We got to focus on what he said and watch him bring you through. Watch God bring you through. In grief, he'll bring you through. In the moments of chaos, he will bring you through. When it looks like your back is against the wall and you can go no further, I thank God he can get to my wall. He can get to me where I am, and he can put me and position me where I need to be. So you got to submit and hear him. Let him renew your mind and transform your mind. Take the instruction. And you have to glorify him in this earth. So that's it. I'm going to go. I'm got to put the next song on, and I got to take my person off that's doing his recording. My break is almost over. But go through your day in victory, knowing that God can do anything but fail. All right? Go through your day in victory, knowing that God can do anything but fail. Until next time, continued blessings. All right? All right. Blessings. Bye-bye, y'all.